Mira and the bunny in the village. The morning sun stretched its golden fingers over the hills, waking up the sleepy town where Mira lived. Her small house sat at the edge of a meadow, surrounded by wild daisies that swayed like tiny dancers in the breeze. Inside, Mira tied a red ribbon in her hair, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Today, she was going on a journey to her grandmother's village. And she wasn't going alone. Beside her, nibbling on a piece of lettuce, was her best friend. Poco, a plump gray rabbit with silky fur and ears so long they almost touched the ground. Poco wasn't just a pet. He was a partner in every adventure, from chasing clouds to exploring old barns. Mira packed a small wicker basket with love. Fresh carrots for Poco, a thick slice of Grandma's favorite honey bread, a shiny red apple, and a tiny notebook where she liked to draw the things she saw. Ready, Poco? She grinned. Poco twitched his nose twice his way of saying always. The journey, the dirt path to the village wound through fields painted with yellow mustard flowers. Birds called to one another in cheerful songs, and Poco darted in and out of the grass, pretending he was a brave explorer on a secret mission. They passed a crystal-clear stream. The water was so still that it looked like a mirror. Mira leaned down and saw her reflection, smiling back, but Poco was too busy trying to paw at the other rabbit in the water. Mira laughed until her cheeks hurt. Farther along, an old man with a cart full of melons waved to them. "Going to Grandma's, Mira?" he asked with a warm smile. She nodded, and he tossed her a melon slice for the road. Poco tried to take a bite, but got juice all over his whisk. Arrival at the village. When they finally reached the village, the air was filled with the scent of fresh bread baking and the sound of roosters calling. Children rushed to greet Mira, their laughter ringing like little bells. They spent the day exploring, playing hide-and-seek behind golden haystacks, helping Grandma in her lush vegetable garden feeding chickens, who clucked suspiciously at Poco watching women draw water from the deep village. Well! At one point, Poco hopped into a big basket of corn and refused to get out, rolling around as if it were the softest bed he'd ever found. Everyone in the village laughed until their stomachs hurt. Evening magic by late afternoon. The villagers gathered under the shade of an ancient banyan tree. Blankets were spread, food was shared, and stories floated in the warm air like fireflies. Mira gave Poco his carrots, and he happily munched away while the village children took turns petting him. As the sun began to melt into the horizon, the sky turned into a painting blush pink, deep orange, and soft lavender. Mira sat with Poco in her lap, feeling the warmth of the day still in the grass beneath them. Today was perfect, she whispered. Poco gave a tiny sigh of contentment. The stars began to twinkle one by one as they walked home, the crickets singing them a gentle lullaby. Mira and Poco didn't need to say anything. They both knew this was just the first of many journeys together.